Let's talk about this relegation battle in the Premier League because I mean a big switch. Now Leeds is in 18th. We know Watford and
what a shock!
Norwich.
What a shock! Christian wants to talk about this now.
I mean, but this is what happened towards the end of a Premier League season. Nobody cares about the
you also have
middle,
mad games on
the
hand.
middle 12 teams.
No, nobody talking about you, bro. If you ain't 7th up or you ain't 15th down, we ain't talking about you.
But this is an interesting thing that I didn't really realize. But depending, I guess it's kind of obvious, but depending on where you finish in the Premier League table, there is a difference in like a cash prize. So you do want to finish higher as you get.
Because I did say this. I said, I don't care if we finish 3rd. As long as Arsenal finishes 4th, I'm good.
Yeah.
And someone was like, because you no longer have to play that qualifier game. Remember, Champions League had the qualifier game.
Right,
if
they
you
still
finish
do.
4th?
They still do.
Not if you finish
Not
4th.
4th, not in Premier League, but other leagues have.
Other league have it.
Some, depending on what position, yeah.
You go to Ligue 1, the qualifier. But for 4th doesn't have that play-in anymore, that qualifier. So I'm like, I don't care if we finish 4th or 3rd. Just the fact that we made it into the Champions League after finishing 8th two years in a row, I'm good. I don't want to go into the Everton match thinking, oh, we need to beat Everton, a team that's probably going to be playing for their lives, and then possibly, playing a little bit CONCACAF as you all have been lately.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you heard me. And injuring an Arsenal player. I was like, I don't want that, right? And people are like, yeah, but we make more money if we finish 3rd. I'm like, well, then go break that. Break the Everton
there's
next.
apparently, I think that the difference between each position in the table is something almost like something between 3 and 4 million pounds.
Yeah.
So that's not nothing.
No.
Yeah, that's a bonus for the players.
That's like 3 Damari Grays.
That's a good amount of money. Leeds is now in 18th with I believe 34 points. Burnley is in 17th with 34 as well, and Everton are in 16th with
a game in hand.
And a point above those two teams. So I was looking at an Everton. I think it was a Facebook group. I don't know where I saw this, but
the Facebook group,
bro. I'm out there. Okay,
Would you get a time machine, bro?
Nah, dude. I go there to put in my COVID misinformation.
I respect you using that.
I gotta do it.
It's where you put it.
I'm trying to help my community, bro.
So, come on, your Jesus wouldn't have been vaccinated means.
So I was there, but I saw there was somebody talking about an Everton fan talking about being in looking at other groups of like looking at the Leeds and Burnley either Facebook groups or something, and they were saying like that they seem more resigned to accept like that they're probably going to be relegated. Like
so somebody asked this Everton. So fucking funny. We can't say too many of those things.
I love that Joe Willock just said early season Iwobi was just Ben Kenobi, which is great. He hadn't become a Jedi yet.
Yeah, there's a joke I'm not gonna get. Siri Brown said, who still uses Facebook? Christian, bro.
I'm out here.
It's the only one.
It was Mother's Day. You gotta send the messages on.
Hey,
that's all they.
Hey, shouts to all your mothers. Huh? Christian got boo boo beams to post. Whatchamacallit? Somebody asked does Jesse Marsh get sacked?
That was from Omar Ramirez, I believe.
Omar Ramirez said, does Jesse Marsh get sacked if he keeps Leeds in the Premier League but finishes last? No.
We just gotta keep him up.
I don't even think he gets sacked if they get relegated. He's said that he wants to stay regardless of what league they're in.
Yeah.
And I honestly think it will be better for the way Americans are perceived in England if he keeps them up.
It didn't help, Luke Ayling, that red card against.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I guess Arsenal
helped a ton. What are you talking about?
I mean, I understand.
Our first goal we gave away from a corner was against a team down to 10 men. But Luke Ayling,
yes.
first all season. But Luke Ayling deserved a red.
Yeah, I'm not no issue with it, but I saw I think Jamie Carragher talking about him. Basically, he's like, I love Luke Ayling as a player, but he was like, what an idiot! And he's missing 3. The red card is a 3 games.
He's out for the season.
He's out for the season because of this, and because Stuart Dallas got hurt. Mm-hmm. Now missing Luke Ayling. They don't have. Is Calvin Phillips even playing, or is he injured?
No, I think he's still injured.
They have nobody, bro. They have nobody. I can't see them staying up with all these, especially without him.
I do think Burnley will be the one to go down. I don't think it's going to be either Leeds or you.
Burnley have been good these last.
They lost.
They lost. They won 3 in a row. Now they lost 1. But right now they're not in the relegation zone. I don't see where.
What is Burnley's?
Let's look at who has the easier schedule, the remaining schedule. So we'll look at Burnley first. Burnley is playing their remaining matches that
Tottenham, Aston Villa, Newcastle. Those could be 3 losses right there.
Oh wait, why fixtures? Why am I
Scroll down?
Yes, it wasn't showing them. Okay, yeah, Tottenham, Aston Villa, Newcastle.
I mean, look, they got to go away to Tottenham, which I know Arsenal's going to win at Tottenham, but not everyone can. I can't see Burnley pulling that one out.
Nope.
I hope they do though. Shouts to them if they do.
They just lost to Aston Villa. They play Aston Villa again. These are what the rescheduled matches.
Right. I can see Aston Villa at least holding them to a draw in the second one.
They lost 3-1 at home. Burnley lost at home.
Yeah.
And now they got to go play at Aston Villa. I don't see them winning. I don't even see them getting a point here.
And Newcastle is playing in the best form of any team in the Premier League.
I don't know about all that, but
the Champions League level.
They're gonna have a tough time. I think they might win. They might be able to win one of these games. But so let's look at Leeds.
Please be the Tottenham game. Please be Tottenham.
Leeds has here we go. Remaining matches. They have
Crystal Palace. No, they play that.
Yeah, it's not showing them here for some reason.
So hit next.
Oh, okay, here it goes. Oh, here we go. Chelsea.
Chelsea and Brighton. Brighton just beat Manchester City. Manchester United 4-0. Chelsea's on the down spur. I could see them winning at Chelsea.
You could see them winning at Chelsea?
Winning at Brighton. You know what, though? They kind of play the style that frustrates Brighton.
I don't see them. They could. Brentford, it seems like the most likely 3 points here. And 3 points, if Burnley win 1 and Leeds win 1, Brentford is the Leeds is yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. They play Brentford as well.
That's their last game. They could probably win against Brentford, but I don't see them winning these other 2. They'll be tied on points with Burnley.
They've got a worse goal differential, but they're tied right now, which is why Burnley's in 17th. Goal differential of minus 35 for Leeds. So.
Not good.
Would you not start a goalkeeper for 10 matches?
Not good, bro.
Not great.
It's going to take a lot. Burnley, I think, has the...
Burnley has a tougher matchups.
But they are already ahead right now.
Only on goals.
So
it's literally the point.
Where's Leeds going to win games without Luke Ayling, without their players?
I think Leeds can win at Chelsea, against Chelsea at home. Hold on.
What's the chat saying? Leeds and I score. Leeds have to go ahead on points. Their goal differential is atrocious. Marcus Headroom said, "I'd say a team of blind people could beat United at this rate."
I'd 100% fly back to England to watch that.
Have you ever seen it's actually very emotional when you see the blind football.
Yeah. They have like the they knock on the goalpost.
Yeah, to let the players know where they are. It's very inspiring. So if
it was a video, I think Copa 90 did it, where there's guys in Mexico that play with the blindfolds.
Yeah.
So that they can, because there's a couple players that are blind, so that it could be even.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah, dude. But you'll still see a Harry Maguire red card in the. He's like, I ain't holding back for nobody.
Yeah. Bro, I'm not gonna 2-foot anything. You go ahead and knock that thing. I'm gonna 2-foot the goalpost, bro.
The ref saw it, but the player didn't see it. So.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so I don't. I don't see it for Leeds unless something.
Joe Woodlock said, "Man United chat is embargoed until they're good again." So like 4 to 5 years, could be.
I don't see it happening. I wish them the absolute best.
Burnley have a tougher run out than Leeds, so I think Burnley goes down, Leeds stays up.
Okay.
Bro, don't nobody want to go to Turf Moor, bro.
I hope that happens, but I don't see it. Especially that Luke Ayling red card, I think is the nail in the coffin.
They
bro.
may be able to appeal it and get him back for 2 games.
Appeal what?
The straight red three
the
games.
2-footed straight through bro, Martinelli.
He looked like a kid on a slide, bro.
But my man was at Six Flags.
Yeah, my God,
at Action Park.
Action Parkish, bro. My man looked like he was at whatever that place in Ohio is? I can't remember now.
Cleveland?
My man was in Frankfurt at the Slide, bro.
So pretty wild.
Looked like he was sitting on a lawn chair.
So
Studs up.
The remaining matches for Everton, we'll look at those and share our thoughts. The Watford is next away, then Brentford. Look, that game in hand is really coming in useful, especially winning against the teams that nobody, even I did not expect a win against Chelsea. But it's Watford, Brentford, Crystal Palace. Looking at you, Eagle Eye Football.
Hell yeah.
And then Arsenal. Look, 6 points here, and I think that guarantees survival. 6 points out of these 4 games.
Where would you say there? I mean, Watford's got to be.
I think the next two. I think Watford's already out. There's no
Christian
excuse.
Eriksen,
There's
Brentford.
no excuse to lose.
Playing a zombie, bro.
Right? We always never. They have that card always.
Uh-huh.
The next two, I think these are highly winnable
I would
games.
tell you to put everything you have on the next two if you're Lampard.
Yeah.
Because odds are Crystal Palace are going to be tough, and odds are Arsenal's an L.
Yeah. But you
also just don't want to go into the final game of the season needing, especially against a team that at the very least will be in Europe, wherever it is, whatever position we finish in. Mm-hmm. We're guaranteed Europe, which is great. But you don't want to go into that match needing a win.
But a win against Watford would, and I expect Leeds and Burnley to lose their next matches.
You think it'll put you far enough away?
Burnley will be playing against Tottenham. They should lose that game if the universe
come on, Burnley.
is at least the least bit kind to me.
No. Remember, don't listen. Don't your freedom ends where mine begins, my friend. All right.
So
you ain't gotta throw me under the bus.
So I think. Getting 4 points.
I want to be with you watching Burnley beat Tottenham 5-0. You're just like, how?
So, but 4 points above, the next team in that relegation battle, I think will be enough. I don't see these other teams winning enough, especially with the game in hand that Everton have. I think they'll be successful here. But these next 2 games, I think, are going to be absolutely crucial.
And I will say, look, I'm shocked that Tottenham at least took points away from a game at Anfield.
Sure.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But I still think we're going to beat them in the North London Derby coming up on Thursday. And we're up 4 points. A draw is goody for us. You know what I mean?
Right.
They need to win.